All right, you guys, welcome to the video. It's me, Sierra, aka Sierra in the bonus, and we are here live on Twitch. Make sure you guys drop a follow to the Twitch and the Kick to pull up to the live streams. Give me music recommendations, video recommendations, like the ones we're watching now. If you guys have suggestions, come to the stream. Let me know you're from YouTube so I can give you a proper greeting. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this video. So we have a different type of video today, guys. So there's this channel called Arab. Shout out to him. He travels around the world and does like documentary style, interview style videos with all types of people across the world. So this time he's doing living with the Mexican cartel series. So look, I know on my YouTube, shout out to the Mexicans out there. All love to you guys. If you guys want to share what you guys think about this, let me know in the comments. What do y'all think about this? Is this a cool video? Is it bad? Does he have things accurate? What's good? Okay, let's get into it, guys. Day one of living with the Mexican cartel.
When's the last time you killed someone?
Yesterday.
For the next 100 hours,
Damn,
I will be...
He said yesterday. Shit. Hey, look. Don't play with them cartels. Okay, FYI, I am not your average American in terms of my knowledge about the cartels. I do know a teeny little bit. After being around Mexican people for a long time, they have taught me a lot of things. I don't claim to know everything, but I do know a little bit more than average, okay? Just a little bit more than average. Yo, OG, thank you for the 10,000 biddies, bro. How are you, bro? Say hey to
living with the
YouTube.
most dangerous cartel in the entire world. The only thing the world knows about these guys is that they're some of the most ruthless killers that exist.
Talked it back in and I shot him again. I basically...
Some of them are, but the thing that's complicated about the cartels is what a lot of people over here don't understand is that people that live over there don't necessarily, a lot of them don't necessarily have a choice to be in the cartel. Sometimes it could be a situation where it's like, okay, here's your options. You could either join the cartel, you can pay us as the cartel for protection, or we'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for people over here to be like, oh, like these people are all bad and da-da-da. A lot of them actually do really good things to their community. I'm not saying all of them. There's definitely some that are like a little psycho, like some leaders and cartels that are a little crazy and just ruthless. But there's also a lot of them that literally, they don't have a choice. They're just trying to make sure that they can actually live. And some of them do try to protect people. But don't get it twisted. It's not all of them on either side. That's what I wish more people understood about it. A lot of people join a side or die. Right, exactly. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in that type of situation, you will probably feel a lot differently. It's easy for us to say, like, with our privilege over here, you know, sitting in the comfort of our homes and, you know, we got police, even though they're corrupt, you know, it's different. Imagine living with the more corrupt police over there, you know, where the police are getting paid by the cartels. You know, the police might be putting a hit out on somebody that the cartels want to hit on, or they might not protect somebody that the cartel want to get. Like, it's just completely different, you know? So just watch, you know, American people, other people from different countries, you know, we got to watch our privilege when it comes to stuff like this. But I hope it can get like a little bit more insight, you know, from them.
Went up to him and smashed him with the butt of the rifle until his head exploded.
We only see news articles and live leak videos of cartel executions. But have you ever wanted to know what their life is like on a daily basis? Because I have. There's just no way that these guys are killing people 24 hours a day.
I mean, some of them are.
For the sake of documenting a never before heard story, over the next 5 days, I dance with death as we climb the ranks
he got the Glock in his hand.
Cartel.
Wait, with the who?
As we climb the ranks of the cartel.
Oh, okay, he didn't say.
Along the way, we earn their trust, unlocking deeper access into the daily lives of Mexican gangsters. If we survive
yeah, see, I'm about to think piece the hell out of this video. Other thing I have to add about cartels, it's very interesting to me that people over here in the United States have all this to say about cartels, this, cartels, that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? Okay, what happened while I was gone? Nothing. Hey, we vibing. Chat's a fucking W. Look, here's the other thing about cartels that's really pissing me off, okay? People over here in the United States don't even understand the history of the United States involvement in South America and Mexico, because someone told me in the comments, Mexico's a part of North America. Okay, Mexico and South America, right? So it's very funny to me how like niggas over here are so blind to what our own government and military is doing that has a material effect on people's lives, their economic and social life, right? That leads to stuff like cartels even being created. Would cartels exist if the United States government was not supplying and aiding in the actual like original like hype of drugs and stuff like that back in the 80s, 90s, right? The United States literally was helping the people make drugs more accessible and helping them bring the drugs to the United States. And also on top of that, the United States government was actively dismantling governments in South America and Mexico. That entire, you know, strip of land, they have been overthrowing governments. If the governments were too left-leaning, the United States has intervened and destroyed their government and put in their own plants, United States plants, which is why there's even a lot of corruption to this day. The government does not want anyone to know what's going on with that history. It causes fear in some people, I guess, is their idea behind it, and crowd control. But how do you know this? But how do I know this? Because I've studied, because I've done research. That's how I know it. So if you literally take a second to, how about, I'll give you one historical thing to look up. Look up Iran-Contras. Look at the United States involvement with that situation alone. So it's like, at the end of the day, who contributed to the governments being corrupted and political destabilization in South America and Mexico? Who did it? The United States. CIA agents. This is very well known and no one is hiding it. The only thing stopping you from getting this information is you not looking it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally the only thing stopping majority of people. Like, at this point on the internet, we have so much information. You can look at interviews with even former Mexican police officers. We looked this up, like, it was a few months ago. We watched an interview of a former Mexican police officer on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about, y'all tell me, old heads, I need y'all help here. There was an event like in 2010, I think when Obama was in office. It was like evidence of the United States like selling weapons to Mexican cartels directly. What was that event called? Y'all help me out. But whoever lets me know, that thing just recently happened within the past like 13 years. Operation Fast and Furious, right? So that's just like one example, right? So like when we're looking at this violence and stuff, whole time United States government got their hand in all of it. So like, and that's the shit that pisses me off about people feeling some type of way about immigrants coming here. First of all, most of Mexico was taking over a good chunk of the western part of the United States before the United States stole the rest of the country from Mexico and then like moved over to the west. Manifest Destiny, look it up. Okay, so like look at the Mexican-American War. We stole their country. So first of all, a lot of those Mexican people coming over here as immigrants should have already been here if the United States did not steal their land. So that's number one. And number two, the United States causes political destabilization in these people's countries. They cause violence and poverty and then want to block them from coming over here. That's crazy. To me, that is crazy. Okay, like if you're ignorant to how this shit like got to where it's at, I could see how you could be like, oh yeah, like, oh, these immigrants need to stay with that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insulting to me. So I don't get upset when like people from Mexico or other South American countries like have this perception of Americans, because a lot of Americans are ignorant. They don't teach this stuff in school. Like, these are all things that I had to learn outside of school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn this outside of school. They didn't teach me this in class. Like, I had to do my own research. Let me catch up with the chat. I'm on my soapbox, but like this shit really, like, I really do care about this shit because like I've grown up with a lot of Latino friends, a lot of Mexican friends, so like it really hits home for me because when you look at how this shit like traumatizes them and has an effect on them, I just hate how like dehumanized people get because we're not in proximity to like what they're experiencing, and then our taxpayer dollars contributed to their countries falling apart, and then we want to treat them like fucking criminals like when they try to come over here and escape that shit. And it's like, dude, like wasn't this whole country founded on people trying to like get a better life? Allegedly, you know, we know it's all BS, but still, you know, like that shit just pisses me off, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna catch up and then we're gonna proceed, but I just need to establish that from the beginning, before we even look at this, that people need to understand that there's a big reason why things are even like this now. So like if you look at just the cartels and the violence and all that, it's easy to dehumanize people, and I'm not saying the people who are committing the violence aren't wrong. I'm just saying that if you look at the end result and not look at how they got there, it would have you thinking that these are just some inherently violent people that just want to be violent and want to commit these crimes and want to do all this stuff, and I just don't believe that's the case. I don't believe that's the case. Okay, so let's see. Arcadia said, we sent back so many gang members. We are responsible for one of the bigger cartels that exist. Which one are you talking about? MS-13? Culture Paint said, I believe it. Is usually the government scared of the cartel? Yes and no. Yes and no, because half of them are working for the cartel. So like it's really 50-50. It's really 50-50, because then if we're talking about local governments, most of them are paid by the cartel. So like, you know. Okay. The Mexican-American War was the annexation of Texas. Dude, old Mexico, let me find a map. Old Mexico was so big. Like old Mexico was literally like California, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. It was literally that whole like chunk of land. Hold on. But it's interesting to look at all this. Like it's literally a domino effect. Like shit didn't just pop off like this all of a sudden. Okay, here we go. I found it. Hold on, can we like open this in a new tab? They don't want to give it to us. Fucking Reddit. Okay, here we go. So check this out. Not link, open image. Okay. Here we go. Like this is what Mexico was originally, all of this land. Like, you know, like there's a part of California called Baja California Sur, right? Like it's still basically Mexico. It's still basically Mexico. Like, dude, I mean, the audacity to like steal people's land and then say that they're wrong for like basically coming back to land that they would have already potentially been on, like that's just insane to me. This is gonna be a long ass video. California was Mexican? Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bro, it was. They stole all that shit. Because remember, Mexico got their independence from Spain. They got their independence from Spain. Yeah, the annex. Yeah, like, you know, that's why I hate school. Like, I encourage you to really like just try to learn like there's some really good channels that have short videos explaining some of the nuances, because in school they definitely like glazed over most of the nuance in the situations, and they never really talk about like how America is wrong in doing this. Like everything is presented to you like, oh yeah, we're supposed to take this land. Like, oh yeah, this is, yeah, of course, like we won the war, you know, like even if we weren't right to do it. Okay. Protecting whiteness, yeah. A lot of times white America wants more of them but not others. There's a lot of propaganda that no one really likes white people. Oh god, the reality is everybody wants to be white. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look some shit up for you, bro, because I have a few channels that are like, you know, good at explaining some of this stuff. So I'm gonna look for it, and then I'm gonna send it to you. Okay. All right, let's get it, guys.
The first 4
literally 1 minute into the video, #1 fucking yapper
days were granted permission to interview the world's deadliest hitman, a cartel sicario hidden deep in the jungles of Mexico. You're now watching 100 hours of living with the Mexican cartel.
Wow.
I'm Arab. I spent my early 20s locked in my room as a professional gamer.
Oh, he's a gamer? Hey, one of us. Hey, shout out to the gamers out there. Hey, let me know what y'all favorite games are in the comments. Favorite games.
Now,
he's like us, chat.
Most dangerous and undocumented places because riding the line of death is where I feel most alive.
Oh, hell nah.
The story begins 2 months prior in the heart of Dubai.
Okay.
While scrolling Instagram, I came across a video of an ex-hitman who had now found a new life as a devout Muslim. It had maybe 2,000 views, and I believe God put it on my timeline for a reason. Mexican cartel sicario guided to Islam. If there was any time in my life I'd ever be able to document the cartel with a guardian angel watching over my shoulder, this was it. This was my one shot. Yo, how are you, bro?
I'm doing good.
Good. What's up? I'm Arab, bro. Nice to meet you. I saw your podcast. I don't know if you watched the videos I sent you.
Yo, what's good, QB?
Yeah,
how you doing, fam?
I saw your content. It's alright. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like is it something you think that we could persuade them to let us film with them for a day and like show us how regular life is?
I already got in contact with them a couple days ago. They're saying that it's fine and it looks okay, but this is a whole different ball game. You know?
Yeah, I understand that I don't understand.
There's a lot of risks that are gonna be run, and one of those risks is not coming back. You know.
I understand that.
We're running a big risk, even meeting up with these people that we might get caught up with them, that the government might arrest us or anything like that. It gets crazy, bro. It gets hectic. I was gonna ask you a question. Are you Muslim? You're not a Muslim, right?
I was raised Catholic, but I'm not super religious right now.
You might come back religious.
All right, we're in Mexico City. We're meeting up now with our plug, who's supposed to introduce us to the cartel. So, don't know if I'm excited or not. What's up?
That's what's up, QB. We're just watching this video. This dude that's spinning, what did he say? This is day 1 of living with the Mexican cartel.
Boss, how are you? Hola.
Welcome.
Buenos dias. How are you, bro? Give me a hug. Mi amigo.
Ah, yes. Boyfriend.
Yo hablo español así, pero entiendo más.
Qué bueno.
Me too.
Aprender español en la escuela.
Okay.
The first night, we head to a restaurant to get approval from the boss who's going to show us around.
Starting with some street food tacos, first thing in Mexico. Hola. Buenos noches. You want to try? I'm down. I'm down to try everything that's not pork.
Okay. Chat. This is how I'm about to see who really be eating Mexican food. What is the best Mexican taco? Best taco fillings. I would say this is easy. Tacos de cabeza. Tacos de lengua. Top 2. Oh, tacos de barbacoa. Amazing if cooked right. Oh my god, so good. Those are top 3. I can't lie, y'all. Those are top 3. It's not even close. Please don't come here saying no damn shrimp or chicken. Okay, I'm talking real authentico tacos. See, women know what's up. Women know what's up.
Oh, off? Do I go first? You guys go first. Bueno, tú es primero. We're going up to eat some tacos here, chilling. Oh, it's a big ass place.
Menos puerco.
Tortilla. Hey, ¿sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué? You don't want me to like just completely switch up on your ass, okay? Yo hablo un poco de español.
Agua fresca, por favor. Oh, horchata. La horchata aquí es muy bien.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bueno,
I don't like Jamaica. I really don't. Like, maybe the right person has to make it, but like the way I've had it from like a actual authentic Mexican restaurant, like I don't know, it was a little too tart. But I think some people said that if you add a little more sugar, it tastes more like fruit punch. So I have an open mind.
Cinnamony, milky drink. It's like cinnamon toast crunch milk. We're trying some horchata.
Girl,
now,
not after you just finished.
Smells good. Cheers.
That big ass cup.
Arriba, al centro, para adentro.
This guy has party.
Oh, that's good horchata. That's not too sweet. Tastes great. I would rate this horchata the best horchata I've ever had. Maybe like an 8.5. Now we're trying.
Jamaica. Jamaica.
Jamaica ron.
Okay,
We're
best to
trying
go.
Jamaica ron. Yeah. I rate this highly. Nice fruity drink. I would drink it all the time, to be honest. But 6.4.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So what do we have here? Carne asada y costilla. Costilla es pollo.
No, carne también.
Carne también.
It's beef.
Okay, so both of these are beef.
They're both beef, but they're prepared differently. So what you do, you grab a tortilla,
Okay,
you grab where you're gonna.
nice. Holding it for you. Holding it for you. Ooh.
That.
Oh.
Ooh. That looks good. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, the limon. You gotta put the limon. Bro, it's crazy how much of a difference just adding lime to like a taco mix. Like, bro, it can literally change the whole trajectory of the meal, bro. Literally, like, not having a lime, it just don't taste the same, bro. It don't taste the same. Yeah, like, that looked good. Even the cheese. I know they had cheese on there.
That's hot. Caliente.
They probably think it's as soft as hell.
Alright, I'm gonna try it first without lemon.
No.
No, you gotta put it. You gotta put
Don't
it.
try it raw without it? Okay, fine.
They have the you put.
Wow, that is fucking good. Shit. Bro, these are some
Yo,
these are some
that
fuck
plate is huge though. Like, is somebody actually like sitting there eating a whole plate of that by themselves though? Like, this could feed a whole family. This is the spot in the hood people go to even though they could get shot. Yeah, bro. Look, the best Mexican food is the damn hole in the wall spots, mom and pop, you know, T.I. and T.O., you know, go pull up to their shop. Bro, look, the nicer the Mexican restaurant look, the worse the food's gonna be. Facts.
fucking good tacos. Oh, that's a good squeeze. That's something you learn in Mexico. I rate these tacos probably some of the
When we said that's Patterson around me, the best food, best drive-bys as well. Hey, I don't care, bro. Look, I know it's not safe for me. My Mexican people, y'all let me know when it's safe for me to come to Mexico so I can get some damn food, bro. I swear, Mexico, I don't care what no one says. My top 3 foods in the world, like different countries, continents, okay? We gotta put Mexican number 1. I'm sorry, I grew up around Mexican food, authentic Mexican food, not that Tex-Mex shit, okay? Don't be coming to me with no damn Tex-Mex and fucking, I don't know what y'all be eating with the Tex-Mex stuff. Damn, I don't know, chicken tacos. I don't know what y'all be eating. But look, authentic Mexican food, Indian food, and Thai food. Top 3.
tacos I've ever eaten. Maybe like an
But like
8.8.
Mexican food is so versatile. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh my god, it's so, like, one time, I think like 2 years ago, I made this soup called albondigas. So good, bro. So good. I like Tex-Mex, LOL. I love it all though, but 2 different things. Yeah, like, see, Culture Paint, when I'm trying to eat Mexican food, I'm trying to eat real Mexican food. You know what I'm saying? So like, if someone's like, oh yeah, let's go get some Mexican food, and then we pull up the Taco Bell, you know, that's not it. Okay. If I ask for Mexican food and you take me to, what's that place in what's it called? What's that damn place? Is there a Tex-Mex restaurant that's like nationwide in the United States? Is there one that's in most states? Because the one that I'm thinking about, I don't know if y'all know what restaurant that is, but it's like Camp Post and food is fire. That's real. Culture Paint said, "You safe in my family's hometown. We in Jalisco." Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Jalisco. See, I've heard of Jalisco. There's a lot of Mexican artists from Jalisco, right? Like a lot of popular ones. You know, it's obviously Mexican artists everywhere, but like I feel like I hear a lot of the like corridos artists from Jalisco. A lot of places in Mexico that say, yeah, like it's you know, just like everywhere else, right? Just like everywhere else. It isn't Peso Pluma from Jalisco. I don't know. I could be making that up though.
8 out of 10. Buenos días. Ahora. No, aquí. Aquí, right? Like this? Saluda. Bueno. Tu nombre.
Oh.
Tu nombre, Benny.
Benny.
Nice to meet you.
I shut the cameras off and vibed with Benny, as this was my
Welcome back,
approval
Chance.
process. When he sat at the head of the table, everybody stopped eating out of respect.
Oh wow.
Except me. I had no idea how powerful this guy actually was. But that was the moment I realized how these cartels operate. Respect and fear.
Respeto es primero. Period. That's the number one thing like that I feel like I learned from Mexican culture. Like over everything else, over literally everything. Respect is like the most consistent, like I feel like it's not policy per se, but it's like it's the most consistent thing that's like across their culture, rather that be like respect for women, respect for you know, elders, respect for people that are in a higher position than you. Like it's expected. And if you are disrespectful, hey, some crazy shit might happen to you. No cap. Like that's the one thing, like even within families, you know, I've heard people will like die or like kill other family members over respect. And it's not like on no crazy shit, but it's just like that's a principle that a lot of Mexican people stand on in their culture. And it's like if you're disrespectful, it's not taken lightly like I think it can be in the United States. Like people take disrespect extremely personal, extremely, and I just respect that, because I think we need to have more respect these days. Like people have gotten too casually disrespectful, and you know, you mess with the wrong person, something might happen to your ass. Yes, but Jalisco is big. To be specific, my family's in Tepatitlan. Okay. See, I'm still learning. I'm learning. I know that a lot of those states are like really big. Where's Jalisco relative to like somewhere like Michoacan? Is that like far apart? Because I know Mexico is like huge. It's literally huge. So like from an outsider perspective, I know all these different cities, but I don't know exactly like where they're at in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Culture Paint said, yes, is that why I'm so big on respect? Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a cultural thing, you know? I think it's a cultural thing, and I definitely understand. Arcadia said, I mean, we used to be like that, but we're just called monsters. Now look at some of these cats. See, I personally think it should be legal to slap the fuck out of someone for being ignorant. I feel that. Nah, you're right though. Like, and that's true. Like, I think Black people, African Americans, Africans are also like, I mean, even like the Islanders, like we're really big on respect too. Like that's why there's always the memes of like the white kid talking to their parent versus the Black kid talking to their parent. Like that's the one thing, bro. Like all the Black people, Africans, immigrants, fucking, I said Black people, Africans, like they're not interchangeable. I mean like African Americans, Africans, Islanders, you know, Latino people, Asian people, like we all have a similar like dynamic with like our cultures, like weighing respect in a similar way, to where like we understand what it's like with the elders, and then like, you know, like not playing about disrespect. I think some of us African Americans, like the younger generations, they're a little different, you know, they're evolving. So it's not the same as with some of us older ones. And I'm not even that old. I'm like 22, but I still feel like I'm a part of the group that was still in that era of like respect being at the forefront. But after my generation, it ain't the same, bro. And even some people in my generation, it's, you know, once you start getting more money and once you start kind of just like elevating and getting away from like the struggle and like unity community, I think some of those values starts to dwindle away and people don't feel like they have to have those like pillars of like what we stand for, you know. And I think that's why it's kind of gotten washed away a little bit with some of the newer, but mind you, it's not just the Black community, it's every culture that you could say like they cared about respect a lot. The further away they get from the struggle, the more money they get. It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's just not there as much. Oh, you said it's next to Guadalajara, like an hour away. Okay, see, I know where that's at on the map. Hey, I'm trying, Credit Karma. Money makes people stupid, but it can be an awakening thing if you have principled pacts. Credit Karma said people got no shame these days, no consequences for doing wild shit. Facts. And their parents don't be holding them accountable. And I don't mean by beating your kids. I mean, they're not able to command respect from their kids with their actions by being good people. All tea. Culture Paint said, well, all the crap people are fed, food and media got people brainwashed like zombies. Extra heavy on the food, like the media impact is obvious, but like honestly, like the shit they be putting in the food, I feel like that could be having an effect on people's behavior a little more than we think or we give credit to. Just saying, like shit is kind of scary.
All right, we're entering now. Hola. Buenos dias. And as always, they always have the Catholic statues here. Little kind of shrine things. Bunch of angry dogs that'll eat me around here. This is where the action begins. This is where we perform best.
Oh, hell no.
Hola, amigo. Arab. Buenos dias. Arab. Buenos dias. I got some crazy good protection here.
Oh, wow.
Fuck barbed wire. They got spikes.
Credit Karma said same thing with birth control and medications. If you read bottles on them shits, it does like 20x more harm than good. Facts. There's some medications where people have to take them, but like I would definitely say like Western medicine is very what's the word, like it's interesting because it's not really to fix the problem. Like the goal of Western medicine usually is not to actually get to the root and fix the problem. It's more so to like put a band-aid on the problem so that they can have customers for their whole life. If a kid is undisciplined, they put them on depression meds so they ain't hyper. Yeah, or give them the stimulants. What I would say about that is like the way that school is structured isn't a good environment for kids anyway. Kids should be moving around and not be so restricted and put in a boxes. So unless maybe you go to a private school where they have extracurricular things like built into the curriculum, it's like of course a kid is gonna be hyper and not able to pay attention if you got him sitting at a fucking desk the whole time. Of course they're gonna have outbursts and all that. And that's not to dismiss the neurodivergent children. There are neurodivergent children. So I just want to say that like a part of our community also likes to not acknowledge that some kids are neurodivergent, autistic, ADHD, but the way that it's handled though is the part that bothers me. Because it's like you get penalized and punished for not just, I mean, they want you to act like an adult as a kid, pretty much. Arcadia said that is kind of the thing. Kids are supposed to be undisciplined. When a kid shows too much respect, it's typically a sign of abuse and can go to ruin someone's life. Like we gotta let kids be kids and teach them shit, let them have fun. You know what, Arcadia, that is an amazing point. Like that you worded it so perfectly. I really can't say anything else to that. And the signs of abuse part, that's the thing people don't really like, don't really be thinking about that, right? I mean, and it's like you got kids coming from all types of circumstances going to school. Of course they're gonna be unruly and all the other shit. It was too, it's a red flag. If your kid's afraid to be funny or stupid or loud in front of you, you're gonna steal their joy. Yeah, and that's what a lot of parents do. A lot of parents do that. They're training them to work 9 to 5s. Absolutely, that's exactly the point I was trying to get to. Credit Karma said they be teaching too much dumb shit kids can't use instead of useful shit. Of course, exactly. Like they want to turn this into worker bees, so they don't want their worker bees able to critically think or like actually analyze things for themselves, because I mean, you don't need to do that to work under someone else. Essentially, they don't want you to be able to like do your own critical analysis, you know, because then you might start analyzing too much and realize that capitalism is fucked and we live in a society that runs off of systemic oppression, you know, and wealth inequality. So it's like if you analyze too much, you might become a rebel and try to overthrow the government. So that's basically, I mean, they came up with that calculation a while ago, which is why rich people start actually funding education so that they can influence how the education is taught to funnel children, young people into being workers. Arcady said, like, why some people drink to have fun? It resets that shit and allows people to have fun like kids again. Adults have to drink to act like kids. That shit is low-key how not mature or healthy. Yeah, you're right though. That's a good way to put it though. That's a good way to put it. Viva la revolucion. 1000% agree. Credit Karma said, I feel like 1900s racism has turned into wealthyism in modern day. Definitely, bro. Definitely. And like at the end of the day, let's just talk like Black people and immigrants built this country. Facts. Okay, are we debating that? Is there anyone that actually wants to debate that before I continue? Like we all understand that's a fact, right? So Black people and immigrants built this country. And specifically on the Black people note, because I don't know the statistics for the other communities, but for Black people, between slavery and modern day, over $25 trillion of wealth was created during that time. So how can you ever repay people for that? How can you ever compensate for that big of a head start in one community versus other? How can you ever like make up for that? There's no amount of Black billionaires and millionaires that is ever going to make up for the wealth inequality. Then when you add on top of that the concerted efforts to make it to where Black people couldn't even buy property, I would say if you guys are interested in the topic, look up the Federal Housing Association, FHA, subsidizing, basically paying for contracting companies to build suburban neighborhoods for white families. And the stipulation for the government giving these contracting housing contractors the money, the stipulations was that you can't sell houses to Black people. That was early 1900s, I think, between 1910 and 1920s. Fact check me, I don't know the exact years, but that's less than like about 100 years ago. So outside of slavery, right, people act like racism stopped at slavery. The systemic racism and systemic oppression of Black and brown people, it has continued. And I would say that housing thing is probably one of the biggest recent inhibitors to Black and brown people being able to build wealth even after slavery, because if you can't buy a fucking house, how are you going to acquire wealth when one of the main pillars of wealth is owning property? You know, people don't be ready for those type of conversations. They label people that think outside the box as crazy. Exactly, because you're a threat. Whitney said school's about following directions, not forward thinking. Yep, exactly. All right, Street Seed, I'm gonna be looking out for you. As long as politicians focus on dividing people who will never have a solution to the problem, the cost of living keeps going up faster than wages do. It's only going to get much worse. I agree. Unfortunately, I agree, because at the end of the day, like, the wealth inequality was already out of hand. And here's the thing. A lot of white people dissociate themselves from what happens to black people, right? So technically there are more white people that are poor than black people, but it's not proportional, right? It's disproportionate amounts of black and brown people that are in poverty and experience wealth inequality. For the size of the population that we take up is disproportionate. So then you still got poor white people, and they're like, what about us? You know, we go through stuff too. And it's like, let's actually do something constructive with that instead of having the fucking oppression Olympics with people that were already set back years and trillions of dollars behind you and your community. How about we find the common ground between all of our communities being poor, all of our communities having wealth inequality to some degree, right? If we would actually be able to like connect the dots on that, we might actually collectively be able to do something. But until then, until white people get on page and understand that black and brown struggle allows their struggle, we're not going to move forward, because they look at us black and brown people like other. They look at us as other. Oh, well, that's not my problem. No, it actually is your problem, because when you allow oppression against us, it allows them to oppress you. But it just takes them a while to kind of see some of the effects, or for it to permeate within the white community, right? There's always been poor white people, but racism was created to divide poor white people from black people. Facts. That is a fact. So like, that's what's unfortunate about like the race relations, because everyone's so like fucking caught up on like oppression Olympics, or like, oh, the libs or the woke people or the this or that. And it's like, nigga, they're finessing all of us. They're hoodwinking and bamboozling all of us, guys. Like, all of us are cooked in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's winning here. Arcadia said, I mean, the thing is, all this happens because we're a threat to the nation of a lot of people. We represent America losing control. We do not respect the war machine. We do not sit there and beg for genocide or will do harm for oil. We will never. Yep, you're right, Arcadia. In Arcadia, you know what? I saw a fucking video of some Zionist Israeli people having like a conference in Atlanta like 3, 4, 5 years ago. And literally the worst that came out their mouth was, the biggest threat to Israel is young American black people. I kid you not. I cannot make this shit up, bro. They said the biggest threat to Israel is young black people. So if that doesn't prove your point, I don't know what does. And what's the connection between Zionists and people in power? Well, a lot of the Zionists are people in power, and a lot of them fund US politicians in their corruption. Facts. Like AIPAC, AIPAC, look that up. That is a pro-Israel Zionist specifically group that funds American politicians so that they can continue to fund wars and give money to Israel and the Middle East. So they have a vested interest in continuing the war machine. Black people, African Americans, are majority like anti-war. Like, we are usually pro oppressed people across the world. Like, anybody that experiences struggle and oppression, black people have historically, and I'm not just talking about individuals, I'm talking about as a collective, we have historically aligned ourselves with every movement of oppression. Look at Cesar Chavez back in the day. The black civil rights people and all them, they were working with him. Look at the Irish people across the world when they were going through the shit with Great Britain, you know, trying to take over their country. Black people were supporting them. You know, it's a lot of different communities where once we find out what's going on with people, you know, across the world, and they're being oppressed and experiencing some of the same things, we have collectively band together with them, right? And that's what they don't like. Like Arcadia said, we don't make their plan easy. Yo, what's good, Mystic Beauty? How are you, Queen? Welcome on in. How you been? How was your week? We're just watching this video right now about the Mexican cartel. I'm done yapping.
This feels straight out of a movie, like an early morning cartel meetup. Hola! Buenos dias, mi amigo.
Bueno.
No, like this, bro. There you go. No saying. So you guys know how in the U.S. we have Mexican workers that do the construction? You would think in Mexico they would have like Venezuelans or other people migrating in. No, it's still Mexicans. That's right. Mexicans do the construction.
I'm doing good, Mystic Beauty. How's your day going today?
That's called patriotism.
This is aggressive ass dog. I would have ran. Yo, I would have ran. I'm scared of big dogs. I don't care what no one say, chat. I'm scared. And he's a pit bull. Hell nah, I heard y'all eat humans. Yo, screenshot JS Gaming. What's goody, fam? How are you? Welcome on in. How we feeling today? My mom's scared of dogs. Bad training. Hey, Credit Karma, maybe they want him to be aggressive. You're a dog whisperer. Hey, I love that for you because I got like a size limit with dogs. If you're like, if you look like this, I'm gonna just stay away. You know, the cute ones. Okay, you know, even like the what's the other dog, the golden retriever. You know, something like that. Hey, I'm cool with it. But this, hell nah. His
Okay,
aggressive
relax,
ass, like he looked like he about to bite his leg off.
Whoa. All right, relax.
My pit, nowhere. Fuck chihuahuas. Oh, I'm sorry. Them little chihuahua dogs, yeah, that's where I draw the line. I'm sorry. Those are annoying as hell.
Down.
They are
okay,
annoying.
there goes my coffee. Do I drink after this dog? Or does he have rabies? The dog probably had rabies.
Just take the
While
top
on the
off,
roof,
bruh.
Ali laid 3 ground rules out for me for the rest of the trip. 1, don't ever mention the word boss, el jefe, or anything to do with power ranking. 2, don't ask questions about the organization. You'll see it all, but wait till the interview. The idea being that you and I only know the killer side of these people, and we need to put our biases aside. 3, don't ever mention the word cartel or which cartel we are with.
Okay.
Because that makes you a public enemy to all of them.
Oh,
See,
Lord.
Mexico isn't a country ran by 1 or 2
That's a stereotype. My chihuahua's an angel. Yeah, and I bet it be barking up a storm, don't it?
or 3 cartels like you might think. While we might have heard of the most dangerous like Sinaloa or CJNG, there's actually an estimated 150 cartels fighting for power across the state of Mexico.
Damn.
From water to avocados to smuggling narcotics, these cartels have their hands in anything
Food
that makes money. And if you step in their
Bitcoin?
way,
Wait, they start taking Bitcoin? Smart.
cartels have their hands in
Buddha? Wow, he's Buddha. That's so cute. That's like so adorable.
anything
Because he's peaceful. Peaceful Chihuahua. Sounds like an oxymoron.
that makes money. And if you step in their way,
So they turned the
they
e-commerce.
have no issue starting a war.
Yeah, they got
in the
like
middle of the
military
street.
weapons and stuff.
Get some graffiti.
Oh, that's fire.
They've welcomed me
Yo.
in. They've been super friendly. Everything's a vibe. I almost got my hand bit
Wow,
off
look
by
at
a
that
pit bull.
graffiti.
And obviously, if I fuck up this footage, that's bad on me.
That's
because I put their
amazing.
lives in danger, which, you know, puts a hit on me. So that's the risky part with filming this kind of stuff. It's if I just follow all the rules correctly, then we'll be fine.
If you don't, GG's.
But yeah, that's my initial thoughts in the moment. He has a charity that he basically does community activities for them, blind, what else? Deaf, has a open soccer field.
He's saying that tomorrow there's gonna be like a tournament. There's gonna be a game. If you're invited to come.
For like deaf and blind people?
Yeah, they're gonna be here.
Can I play and just dominate all of them? Yeah? He'll make me blind too?
They'll put a blindfold.
They'll blindfold me?
That'd be example.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Bueno, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Explain to me what his charity does.
So basically what his charity does is it helps anybody that has disabilities.
Well, how many people are in your facility?
Look at that.
Really, 60? 70.
From there, we headed deeper into the city to learn more about the good.
Isn't that crazy, chat? You would never know that something like that would happen from the way that like they're covering the media, and it doesn't mean that the bad things are okay, but it is a little bit more humanizing from my view. It's like a lot of the worst people in the world have charities. I'm not saying I truly don't think they are on the level of some of the people that are big philanthropists. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, all the rich people have charities, but I don't think it's coming from the same place in their heart as it does from some of these people. Like some of these people, it comes from like their experience and actually being in proximity to the struggle, but the rich people, it's just for photo ops and shit, you know. The media makes other countries that aren't white dominated to be savages. Exactly, right? Yes, exactly.
That Benny does for his hood.
Mexican power, man.
Mexican power, man. They're just running a red light, means nothing. Not when you own these streets. Oh, careful. That's the biggest cathedral in
They make charities for image and tax write-offs. Exactly. Ain't no tax write-offs with these people. That's all I'm saying. It's no tax write-offs. It's no photo ops. It's no social clout. Like, they're doing it purely off of wanting to help people. And I would say the same can be said for some gangs that have been in America now. A lot of these modern day ones that's popping up, I can't speak for them, but if you're talking about like the origins of what gangs were meant to be, like that's basically like a lot of it was community oriented.
Mexico. Bueno, I'm getting looked at by a cop right now. This place is beautiful. A lot of culture in Mexico. Tacos, fucking amazing. So behind me is a beautiful cathedral.
Wow, look
Mexico
at that
City.
flag. Oh my God.
I don't know how well the camera really picks it up.
Yo, that is huge.
Wait, there's a shrine for an angel of death? What? Oh, another, is that a Mexican thing? That's a Mexican thing? Or that's a gang thing.
It's a Mexican thing.
It's a Mexican thing.
Well, the majority of people that are involved in crime, in killing, they're more inclined to believe in a death because they obviously see it all the time.
This guy's sharpening a machete. So what's this area called?
Called Corregidora.
Okay, YouTube, y'all let me know about that. Like, what the angel of death? What's that? Like, I don't know. Is that like a Catholic thing? I don't know, cause I know they be praying to like Mary and stuff. Like, is that like a different Catholic person, or is that just like kind of something that other people just came up with and they're like, oh yeah, boom, here's an angel of death, like we're gonna pray to it? Like, I don't know.
That's one of the main
some of them pray to the Grim Reaper. What? So is it just like a separate thing, or are they connecting like religion to it?
One of the main blogs here in Mexico City.
So people are just, hustling around here. They got shops. They got, they're selling chocolate bars in the middle of the street. This guy's hustling some.
It's called Santa Muerte. Oh, I've heard of that, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, like I've heard some Mexican artists like say that all through their songs. I just didn't know like what they were talking about. I just thought they were saying stuff. It's different than being Catholic, but if you ask me, that shit's all the same. We shouldn't have idols. I respect it. That's the thing that's always like confused me about Catholicism, because I thought that like idolatry was like bad, but like they idolize Mary. You know, I'm not look, if you're Catholic, I'm not saying nothing wrong. I'm just saying, like, to me, from my understanding of Christianity, I just thought that was a little contradictory, but I know Catholic people do things differently than like the rest of Christians, and each denomination does things differently too. So
Logistics. You guys are cleaning shoes. There's multiple shoe cleaners. Now, this place is just full of hustlers. So we're now in Red Hat's territory.
I kind of respect pagan religions. Like, personally, I think religion is very confusing. Personally, okay, like, it's too many denominations in Christianity to me. It's like, ain't no way the religion should be divided by like damn near 50 million subsets of the damn religion. That's all I'm saying. Like, we always pay respect to death, fertility, and joy. And I, knowing the truth, that's what I go for. Yeah, I personally feel like I like to learn about all the religions, because I think there's like a lot of truth in the parts that are consistent across all the religions. So like the things that I see string through all the religions are like love, respect, like accountability, and like those values that I find in religions from all different parts of the world. Those are the values that I value like the most personally. And I think I can't ever feel like I 100% know what's true. And like I searched for that when I was younger. I wanted the one truth, but like the older I get, the more I feel like there is not one universal truth. There's many different perspectives on the same thing. And depending on where you are in the world and what your culture is going to impact the way that you interpret things. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just me. And I respect everybody's like different religions and worldviews. And I like to learn from other people. I just felt like when I was growing up, like religious, I feel like the way it was taught, like forced me to be closed-minded. And like, I didn't like that, because I still felt like I could learn from people, and it like made me feel guilty for trying to learn about other people's perspectives. And like, that just kind of didn't feel right. It didn't feel right, because I'm like, why can't I learn from somebody that's from the Middle East? Why can't I learn from somebody in the Asian culture? Like, you had people saying like meditation was demonic and stuff, you know, like that's where I started to draw the line, because I was like, wait a minute, this don't seem like demonic. This doesn't seem like against God. Why would God say that? Like niggas just start making stuff up at a certain point, you know? Like, it's not even in the religious text no more. Y'all are just coming up with your own interpretations. Because it's like, then when you go back, actually, old age, back in the day, Christians had rituals. They had different things that they did, you know? So it's like, once I start actually studying like what it was like back in the day, I realized, oh, okay, y'all just making stuff up. You know, y'all just making stuff up, because like this ain't even in the Bible at this point. Y'all just saying it because y'all think it's right. And then to guilt somebody or make them feel like an outsider for like stuff that you can't even say confirm God said is just like kind of crazy. Thank you, Activist Prism. Shout out to this queen. I appreciate you. Let me get you a shouty. I want it work. Hold on, let me read what y'all said. Culture Paint said, I went through something spiritually that I feel like taught me the truth, but I understand others haven't experienced it. Yeah, I feel that. Like, look, I'm a big spirituality person. So, and when I say I like spirituality more than tying myself to one religion. And the reason why is because I actually learned about, like, I loved the idea of spirituality so much that I couldn't stop learning about it. I couldn't stop trying to learn like the history of how the religion got to where it's at now, like how the Bible was made. You know, do most people even know? Would most people know that how the Bible was put together? Do most people know that? I don't think so. Do most people know that like the divinity of Jesus was voted on by a council of men, the Council of Nicaea. Look it up, guys. You know, do most people know that like certain books were voted on to be in or out of the Bible? Like, and I feel like if people knew that, their mind might be open to like, okay, so we don't know exactly what this book is supposed to be. A group of people decided what to put in it, what to not put in it, and their biases went into that. And now we're using this book as the foundation of like everything. So like once I learned that, it made me like, okay, maybe I need to really break down everything that I think I know and start from scratch. So that's where I'm at now. So my mind is very open to a lot of things that maybe some people aren't open to because I had that experience at a young age. And that right there alone, seeing how, learning how the Bible was put together made me be like, okay, I don't know shit. I don't know anything. I really don't. And the people who put it together, they had an agenda. Facts. They did. So it's like, what do we do? What do we do like as people modern day that are told to follow this book? Once you find out that type of information, like, how do you choose to go forward? For me, it doesn't mean, oh, I don't believe in God. You know, if that's their conclusion, I respect it. I don't know if there's, if God is what I was told he was, you know, like, I don't know. Y'all saying God was this and that. It's like, y'all didn't even give us all the books. Now look, hear me out. If they would have given us all the books that were supposed to be like included in the Bible, and then I could read through it and see what makes sense to me, I would have felt better with that. But the fact that I know people excluded stuff because they didn't like the narrative, that got me feeling like, well, damn, like, what do I really know? So, and if you guys are curious about those books that are not included in the Bible, look up this right here. This word, this phrase right here is called the Gnostic Gospels. If you guys are curious about like that type of thing. But like, yeah, like that shit is just fascinating to me. And I like feeling like I don't know anything rather than feeling like I know and then being disappointed later. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I rather feel like I'm coming from a place of learning and openness to new information rather than like making up my mind and having to defend it. Like, you know, I felt like I had to defend it and all that shit before. But I'm just a student at this point. Credit Karma said a lot of them also try to pit you against other religions. You can't challenge any beliefs or the higher ups call you crazy or exile. Speak on it, Credit Karma. Speak on it. I couldn't even ask questions about certain stuff at a young age. It's like if y'all would have studied the religion, y'all would be comfortable answering questions. But people felt like questions was a threat when I was really just trying to learn. Here's one thing. This is how I knew I was built different when I was a kid. I was reading the Bible like through and through. And I remember reading the story about Jesus flipping over the table. I remember reading the story about Jesus flipping over the table when they were selling stuff in the market or whatever, the church or whatever it was. And I was like, damn, I respect that. He said, y'all not about to do this in my father's house, period. Like, okay. So then I went to church and they had like a little store in the church, like where I guess like the store is basically to raise money for the bills. You know how they're always trying to collect tithes and stuff. So I was like, okay, boom. Like, didn't Jesus get mad at y'all selling stuff in the church? Why y'all got a store in the church? Like, you know, that shit was just wild to me. And then the other thing that I read that like blew my mind was like when I read about tithes. Tithing, y'all know what tithing is, like paying your tithes to the church. When I read about that in the Bible, it didn't say tithes was money. It said tithes was 10% of whatever you have, whether that be your time, your money, your food, whatever. I was like, you know what? That's a lot different than what I was told when I was sitting in the church. So I was like, damn, okay, so why the church be pressing broke poor people for money? There was even a church back in my hometown. My mom said the pastor put people's names on the wall outside the church that didn't pay their tithes. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I think most people objectively agree that's wrong. Like, no one was saying that shit is okay or anything, but I'm just saying, you know. Okay, let me catch up. Arcadia said, see, that is why so many people who read the Bible become atheists. Culture Paint said, meditating for a little bit is okay, but when you meditate for hours for a long time, you experience stuff, but you have to see it yourself. That's facts. That's facts. I think, yeah, the longer you meditate, you can start going to different dimensions and shit. Like, I really believe that's a thing. Arcadia said, I mean, if anyone fucking saw a book storage in their church, shit is fucking wild. Why are there hundreds of books? Culture Paint said, yeah, the Catholics actually stole a lot from the Bible and history. Yes, they have. They have. That's so true. I've read a lot about the Catholics. They have a lot of like historical biblical stuff just hidden. Like they just have it hidden. Facts. Arcadia said, I mean, people do not even know who Lucifer is. I could talk about for hours about the devil. Culture Paint said, I think it's important to have a relationship with God. If you want to, he gives you discernment. Yeah. He gives you discernment. Yeah. Yeah. I do. Okay, here's the thing. I do feel like, see, like people call God different things, right? I say I'm spiritual. So like I do think there is, if you have spirituality, there you can have discernment. I definitely do. Arcadia said this MF was so understudied by people of the cloth. Like, why the fuck did you not know your enemy? I read the whole thing and I got to the last book and started spiraling. Wait, which book are you talking about, Arcadia? Dribble said, even if it had 100 books instead of 66 books, people would still say something to try to discredit the Bible. Yo, Maurice, thank you for the 200,000 biddies. What's good, Prime? What's good? I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Yeah, okay, Drip said even if it had 100 books instead of 66, people would still say something to try to discredit it. But people are going to discredit everything. The reality is that people excluded books. That's problematic. Can we agree on the fact that people excluding books because of their own narratives is problematic? Because, like, why are y'all excluding books? Like, why are y'all excluding books from the Bible? Put it all there. Even if people are going to discredit it, we can't worry about that. Prime, what's good, my guy? Yo, W Prime, W Maurice. Both of them my guys. How are you guys? How was your week? We're watching this video about the cartel and we're talking about religion. Culture Paint said most churches not even following the Bible. Yes, exactly. Most of them are not. I agree. Like, you know, according to the Bible, Jesus was born sometime in fall. You see the timeline. Yeah, and they somehow just came up with Christmas. Like, hey, look. Somehow Jesus was born in the winter, y'all. Somehow, that's the problem with fucking capitalism. They turn literally everything into a damn holiday where they can make some money. I mean, y'all, capitalists just fucking disgust me. I mean, all they care about is fucking money. Arcadia said, bro, now when people talk to me, they know better. I damn near foam at the mouth. Credit Karma said church should be voluntary, shouldn't cost anything to show up. Agreed. Drip said those individuals at that church and that individual church were not going by what the Bible says. The Bible says what it says, but individual people try to change what the Bible says. That's the real issue. Now here's the issue, Drip. The Bible is not complete. So how do we know what the Bible says when niggas excluded books from the Bible? That's my problem. And it's not nothing with anybody that follows the Bible. The problem is the people who put the Bible together. How are you going to pick and choose what goes in the book? We should be able to read everything. yeah, we got the leftovers basically, right? Like we got the leftovers. I just wish that we could have a more complete view of what the original thing should have been, rather than somebody giving us pieces of it and then shaping societies and cultures around the fractions of the Bible rather than the whole thing. Maybe we would have got a more complete story. Maybe the questions people have about the religion could have got answered in the original full version. We don't know. So it's like we have values and things based off an incomplete book. What if the full Bible would have gave us a more evolved, you know, version of what the first parts were? You know, like I truly believe that. Just because the books aren't included, I mean, it might answer some people's questions that wonder certain things about it. It might fill in the gaps in people's knowledge. Who knows? But I will say, like, I'm definitely gonna go on that journey of like trying to read through some of those books, because I'm just personally curious, like, what's in there. Prime said, if you have no income but you give 10% of what you have 10 times, you're not gonna have anything. LOL. I've tied, but the preacher didn't know how much was given. What's good, Prime? How you doing, my guy? W Prime, by the way. You're right though. Like, if you tithe, if that's all that they're accepting is money, and that's all they're pushing, then yeah. Hey, look. Maurice, yes sir, I am back. Thank you for the 200,000 videos. How you been, Maurice? How was your week? You said ballin'. Hey, the cartel is scary. Yes, it is. Don't play with them niggas. Arcadia said Genesis was a trip. People say it's not a part of the Bible. Wait. Okay, why do you think Genesis not a part of the Bible? What made you like come to that conclusion? Seed said setting up right now. What you about to play, Seed? Fortnite? Prime said, I don't get into religious debates because I have no clue for reading the same Bible facts. No, that's like valid. Like, that's what I was saying about the denominations. Like, it's so many different layers to it that like people be having different versions of the Bible and stuff, you know, like, so that's like 100% right, Prime. You never know if like people are reading the same version that you read, and there's in some of them there's fundamental differences in how it's being interpreted or translated. So I definitely get that. Culture Paint said they're still changing it, like they took out how when you pray you're supposed to believe you have it already. That's the key. Yes, I remember that, Culture Paint. Yo, deadass, I'm so glad you said that. I literally watched a video of like this, he's actually like a astrology guy or some shit, but like he was explaining that. He was explaining how the prayer is supposed to work with you already believing the prayer is done. And I was like, wow, that makes so much more sense. And he connected it to the manifestation stuff too. But I was like, wow. And he, you know, it's interesting. Like, it wasn't even related to Christianity. He used the verse from the Bible to explain it, but he used an example of like a Native American like person, right? There was a drought in the desert for like, and this is like an actual story he was there for, so he's not giving some old story. He said there was a drought in the desert for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and the rain wouldn't come. He went out there with the Native American guy. They went to the little area in the desert, sat down, and the guy did a prayer. And the guy asked like, oh, what did you say? He basically said, oh, the rain will come. I prayed for the rain to come. The rain will come. And surely enough, I think he said like it was like the end of the day or like into the next day, it started raining. And he told him that that is a part of their understanding of prayer. Is not, you're not praying to ask for something. You're praying and you're already saying that the thing is there. You're already claiming it. So I was like, wow, like that's, I never had no one put it like that, but that definitely changed my view of like, you know, how we were taught to do prayer. So like, I'm definitely with you on that, Culture Paint. Like, but that makes a lot more sense though. That makes a lot more sense with like that perspective on it. Arcadia said also Genesis is definitely not supposed to be in the Bible. Oh yeah, I did ask why did you say that? I haven't heard that one before. Drip said I have to do more research about excluded books, but it's interesting to me that even though people may have tried to destroy the Bible and its message, but the Bible is still harmonious and still explains itself within the scriptures themselves from what we do have. Why is that? Because the Bible's from God, and God's not going to allow his core message to be destroyed. Meanwhile, some priests are partying with celebrities. Fact, the contradictions with some of these religious people is crazy. I mean, truly, how could you call yourself a damn priest and you hanging out with Diddy? He's the devil himself. He's the devil walking. Arcadia said it's like everything is fine. Then fire, death, and hatred, and all this fucked up shit. There's a reason no one quotes that shit. Okay, Arcadia, we're gonna have to talk about that. I'm curious. I would definitely do like a reread of Genesis with you. Like, I'm curious about that. I read the oldest one. Prime say each denomination is gonna have a different view, so really I'm a believer and I don't care what others believe. I respect that, bro. Truly, I do. Culture Paint said, man, I grew up with an alcoholic dad. I prayed as a little kid to God, and I felt he told me when I was 18 he's going to stop drinking. And when I turned 18, I did stop. It's been like 15 years. Wow, that's amazing. Like, I definitely don't deny like people's experiences, and there's a lot of powerful things that I think can't really be explained with like conventional logic or science. And if people attribute that to God, I believe you. Like, there's too much that we don't understand as humans, to me, for there to not be a God or a creator to some extent. Now, who is that creator and what are the details? I'm not confident on those details, but I am confident that there's someone's there. I think. I don't think the universe just popped up out of no. I don't know. That's just hard for me to wrap my head around, that the universe just popped up, you know. Okay, Culture Paint said, but it literally says that in Mark 11:14, this is why I tell you, all the things you pray and ask for, have faith.
Yes, sir.
You have received them.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
W sub. Ali, 4 months sub. Thank you so much. W Ali, chat. If y'all don't follow my sis, I don't know what to tell y'all. Look, Ali is a W. She's a 2K demon. Okay, she be on her Destiny 2 timing. Always immaculate vibes. And W community, Ali, I've been getting to know your friend. I think it's your brother, Merc Sipius, I think. Let me know if I said that. But your brother, he's cool as fuck, bro. I think that's your bro, right? Am I tripping? I know it's your fam, I think. And you know I know Smiley Sensei. I know that's your cousin, I think, right? You know I know her. Okay, so and it says something similar to this in at least 3 different translations that I looked at. Or has it been taken out? The New Testament has been taken out. Culture Paint. Oh yeah, Culture Paint, look. Hey, I was always like, I don't know, I was always fascinated by this type of stuff when I was younger. Wait, what? Not my cuz? Oh shit, shit, I got it fucked up. I got it fucked up then. What? That's weird. What the fuck? Alright then, you know what that, hey, look. Hey, Ali, you let me know what to do with that then. You let me know what to do with that. Cause if she not cool with you, then, you know, like, it is what it is. Type shit. Not because I wanted something or anything like that, but the person I was and what I went through, like, why I'm like this, getting kicked in my fucking teeth my entire childhood, why I believe in justice so much. Like, was that my gift? I hear that. Hey, I'm just saying, Ali, look, okay, I'm a very loyal person, so if somebody got a problem with somebody that I'm cool with, I got a problem with you. That's just how I operate, bro. It's hard for me to You know, if I don't know, it's one thing, but once I find out, it's up. That's just, I don't know. I can't help it. If I move different than that, it just feels weird. Okay, guys, yes, we are actually gonna finish the video. I know it's hard to believe, but like, hey, look, chat, we are actually gonna finish the video. Chat, you guys, is everyone subbed to the YouTube channel? Hey, chat, how y'all doing today? We are here, obviously. I just want to make sure you guys have something done, okay? This is very important. I need to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the Sierra and the Bonus Live YouTube channel. So make sure y'all go ahead and click the link in the chat. It's probably pinned, and if not, the link is in the chat right now. So make sure y'all go sub to this channel. And then when you're done with that, I want you to go sub to Food for Thoughts, which is my third YouTube channel, aka my commentary channel, where I'll talk about a couple things. So there's a little bit of a difference there. The Food for Thought channel is going to have a lot more highly produced, more edited, researched things that are some more complex topics that I want to talk about. And Sierra and the Bonus Live is where you're going to be able to find all the variety content that I do on stream, from gaming to random conversations and debates and arguments we're going to have on stream, video, music reactions, outtakes from the live sports content or watch parties. All of that content is going to get posted on Sierra and the Bonus Live. So you guys need to make sure you subscribe to both. And of course, you can subscribe to the main channel, Sierra and the Bonus, as well. The links to all of these are going to be in the description, y'all. So make sure y'all click the links and subscribe now. All right, let's get back to the stream, y'all. We're back. We're back. What band? Oh, hell no. Nah. Okay, I'm done. Ali, I'm done. That's all I need to hear. You got banned? I know. Ooh. You know what? Okay, Ali. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you, so I can know how to move forward. Monarch, what's good, my guy? How you doing, fam? Welcome. Thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, let's finish. What time are we at? 1 hour 22. Okay, I'm definitely going to trim this part out the video because this shit is already long as fuck. But thank you guys for your all you guys' perspectives. I definitely respect everyone's position, and I appreciate you guys for being willing to have a civil conversation. Y'all, for a religious conversation, we did very good. For people that have different viewpoints, we did a very good job. See, y'all, you could talk about different stuff with people as long as everybody's respectful. That ain't no problem. So I appreciate you guys for being like good people. I feel proud of the fucking chat right now, bro. Deadass. I feel proud of y'all because that makes me happy that I have a community that can talk to other people with different opinions without biting each other's heads off. You know, like most people can't do that on the internet, bro. Deadass. I love you guys. Deadass. Okay, we're gonna finish the video. All right, so right now he's walking around with them in the city. He outside.
He runs these streets.
Yo, what's good, J-Luke? What's good, my guy?
Mexican street food has me interested, man.
Want to buy the soccer ball? This is for the migrants, the
Okay,
kids.
cool, sick. Let's try a churro.
Ooh, I want a
The
real
churros aren't
churro.
warm, so I can already tell.
Yo, I want a real churro. I've had one, but it wasn't from like an authentic like place. Wait. Hold on. Let me stop the cap. I think I actually did have one from a real like what's them little stores called, y'all? I know it ends with Ida. Yeah. 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 The debunking, yeah. You know, it depends on who it is. It depends. Between the real Christians and the non-Christians, it can get very toxic on both sides from my experience. Politics, religion, and her. Have y'all had a real churro before?
They're gonna be mid. Churros pretty ass, but I'm hungry.
He said it's mid.
To buy candy for the kids.
Going with a cartel boss right now to buy some candy for refugee children.
Wait a minute. Didn't he tell you ass not to say boss? See, he don't listen. Number one or two of the rules was don't call nobody boss or jefe. Here his ass go.
If that ain't the life.
Here you go, bro.
For context, we're now on our way to a refugee camp.
People are funny.
Part of the cartel business is smuggling refugees through the jungle.
Damn. 13 billion?
G camp. Part of the cartel business.
Oh my God. 13 billion a year from smuggling? Wow. Okay. I don't know how much I thought they were making a year, but it wasn't 13 billion. I could tell you, like, do y'all know how much they charge people to bring them to the United States? Do you guys have any guesses? I'll tell you guys the last number that I've heard. Yo, Yoshi with the rate of 6,000. Oh my God. Yoshi, the one and only Yoshi son with the raid. Yoshi, how was the stream? Yo, Yoshi, you might like the conversation we're having. You might appreciate it. W Yoshi. Uh-oh. Suki now. The prince is here. Yoshi's son brought some friends. Welcome on in, you guys. How are y'all? Aw, Yoshi. Chat, make sure y'all tapping with the fam Yoshi's son. It's been love since day one with Yoshi. Lex, I see you in.
This is a skill to bike like this. Like Ali said earlier, we're right now in the Bronx of Mexico. So New York has its Manhattan, has its Brooklyn, and then, you know, Bronx is the hood.
The Bronx niggas stand up. Hey, look, I'm sorry. Bronx niggas are obnoxious. Bronx people are literally fucking obnoxious. Look at Kai Cenat. Exhibit A.
We're in the Bronx of Mexico City. Yeah, down that alley is where shit starts. Four-kilo dumbbells right here. So behind me here is a refugee camp.
Okay, see, I got you, bro. Let me know if you get on Fort later.
Venezuelan, todo. Venezuela, Nigerians. The boss here, he runs this camp. So he takes care of these people. This is his territory where, you know, he makes sure that they're safe, and these people live here out of tents. Holy shit. So he's in control of the camp. He lets people stay here, protects them. You all speak français? Je ne parle français. And je mangeais baguette avec mon ami et voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Not to you. Je mangeais baguette. Je mangeais baguette.
Wow, they got French immigrants out there? Or you know what? Actually, a lot of colonized African countries speak French. I forgot.
Oui, baguette. Tu mangeais?
I've heard there's a lot of African immigrants over there, though.
Popcorn. Oui.
The reason they speak French is because they're from Haiti.
Now we're
Oh, the
handing out candy.
Haitian.
It's a lot to soak in. And look how excited the kids are for some candy. You want more? Más? ¿Quieres más? Bueno, cheers. Cheers. So we're handing out candy right now to a bunch of Venezuelan children who have had to leave their country. Tu nombre?
Oh, they're from
Adolfo.
Venezuela.
Oh God, so you're missing just a little mustache right now, and then you're good. We could throw you out into the public. You'll take care of the issue. Don't take that serious, internet. Maybe
Hey.
like 4
Hey, wait. That's not funny. That's actually not funny, bro. What? That's not funny. That's like somebody coming up to you as an Arab person, like, oh yeah, look at your little brother over here, almost old enough to crash a plane into a building. Like, what, nigga? What? How is that? How is making a joke about kids being turned into cartel members? How is that even remotely funny? I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. It's just. I know he said don't take it serious, but he still fucking said it, bro. I'm just saying, if somebody came to him as an Arab person and said that, niggas would not be okay. They would not be okay with it. It's not funny. To me.
You're good. We could throw you out into the public. You'll take care of the issue. Don't take that serious, internet. Maybe like 4% serious, but not 100%, you know? Oh, word got out.
Right.
Oh, word got out. Subscriba.
Ah, que se suscriban a su canal de YouTube.
Yeah, en mi canal de YouTube.
¿Y cómo se llama su canal?
Arab, A-R-A-B. It's crazy how evident clout is. You know, how big of a currency
Wait. Yo, did you just call these kids clout demons?
it is in the modern world.
Low-key?
Your numbers online is what people use to value you.
Right.
Those kids are freaking out that
He's not white, so he can say whatever he wants.
Even more than
I guess if you're brown, you can get away with some other stuff, but he's white passing. But
bringing them candy.
I mean, I know some people are real, you know, they got the racial goggles, so they can tell when someone's like super not white, but I don't know, he's still white passing to me.
And it's well maintained, man.
A lot of the Middle Eastern people are, though. But I can personally tell, though. I can tell when someone's from the Middle East most of the time. But the thing is, though, he acts white to you. I mean, he does kind of act like a what do they call it? A westernized Arab person, you know? Okay, I got you. See, I got you.
Yeah.
There's been two main earthquakes that have hit Mexico.
Todo diga. Arab uncut. Right now, you take care of all of them, okay? Okay. Look. Comida y fútbol para todos, ¿sí? Mismo.
Please subscribe Arab Cup.
Nice, bro. Mama, para todo.
Gracias.
Bueno, mama. It's 500 pesos, which is 30 bucks basically. That's a lot of money right there.
Ya sé, le dije. Hey. Ya le dieron.
Look at him. He brought his ass over there too.
In line.
Ya te dieron, ahí lleva, hey, carnal, ya llevas ahí. Ya le tocó.
Holy. Hi. Disgusting smell.
We then headed to a shrine to learn more about the Angel of Death. It's fascinating that they see so much death in Mexico that they created an angel for it.
This behind me is the Angel of Death.
They believe it's the Holy
that
Death, but
one.
it's connected to.
So they pray to this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they pray to Jesus
satanic
and
rituals.
This is Jesus. His name is Saint Judas.
Oh,
So there's so much.
Wait, Judas. What? Did they be praying to Judas? Oh, that's okay. That's different right there. Praying to Judas is the one I have not heard of before. I thought that was Jesus. Oh,
crime
Lord.
in this country that they have an angel that they pray to when they want to commit crime to help them commit the crime. Even if they're not religious, even if they're not Catholic, do they still pray to the Angel of Death? Just being part of the life?
It's connected to Satanism.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you're trading what you can gain in this world for the next.
Wow, that's a good way he put it.
Oh, wow.
So, in the afterlife, if you believe in the afterlife, which I do, basically saying you're selling a part of yourself here, and you're going to be put in a worse place there. So,
Oh, wow.
Ali's a man full of wisdom. Praying to the Angel of Death. Interesting concept.
When you're in the game and you're controlling the product that is sold here, you need to have control of the streets, or else it gets heated for you. So they put protection towards the
local shops and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Do the shops pay them for protection? Like a tax?
It's something like that. In some cases it is, in some cases it's not.
This is a cool, this is a beautiful piece of art here.
Yeah, that is fire.
Oh, this whole area, he runs it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the guy. That's the boss guy.
Oh, you pick. So this is malo negro.
Ooh.
And what's this?
Ooh, that is
Is that
tamale
tamale?
con plátano.
You just rip it off like that. There's beans, meat.
Hey, I don't know.
Like
I don't know what the difference is, but tamales with the plátano is way better than like the regular corn ones to me. I know that might be a hot take, but like they just taste way better versus the corn ones. In my experience, like they're so good, bro. You go to an authentic place, you can get some. I haven't seen one that big though. Like that one looks like a whole like square. What is this though?
Toasted chip.
What's that word for this? What is it? See, I've never seen one with a flour, but they have one like this with like that's made of corn. Oh my god, what is it called? You can get one from like, you can get them from most stores, like Walmart, but I can't remember what it's called though.
It's not that good, but Alif's setting it up for me. He's putting the salsas on it.
You like onions, right?
Yeah, I like onions. Not a big fan of jalapenos.
Chilacayote.
Trying a chilacayota.
What is that?
It's got this pulp texture inside of it. ¿Qué es?
Tejate.
Tejate?
What is that?
This is a scary one to try. This is a cacao.
Oh, it's cocoa.
Very
It's
sweet.
like cold cocoa.
That up here is like an extra layer of sweet.
Hold on, I gotta look this up now.
So let's try this now with the
Hey,
salsa on it.
hey,
How do you eat that?
hot there.
Hands, homie.
This?
Huh. Interesting.
Bueno. That was good.
Yeah. You can go ahead and put it there.
Chickpea? Chickpea.
Oh wow, I didn't know they even ate.
Chickpea.
I didn't even know they ate. Oh my god, of course they do. I always see. Yeah, now that I think about it, I always see chickpeas in the Mexican food section next to the I forgot what they're called, but it's like the white corn in English. I think it's called hominy, but I forgot what it's called in Spanish. It's the whatever the little white corn things that go into pozole. They're always next to that, so I didn't know like Mexican people really used it in their food like that though.
Mejor que todo. Alright, friole tamale. So behind us is the gate where the president comes out. So people are just waiting here for the president of Mexico. He comes out pretty often.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a 24/7 live feed on his door.
What the hell?
So like, if you see someone with neck tattoos walking by, do you automatically assume they're a gang member? That's just part of like growing up in the barrios.
While eating, one of Benny's outposts got raided. So we
Oh,
called the night
no.
early and went our separate ways.
It's the next day, and the block's gotten hot. Or
Yeah. So what we're basically gonna do, we're gonna change SIM cards, and we're trying to see what's going on. There's a lot of control here, you know.
a lot of control on which end? Government end, on cartel end, both.
Mafia, on cartel, on every side.
Okay.
You understand? Yesterday when we went out, and we went out with Benny, we made a mistake that we took him with us.
Right.
So yesterday when we're done, guess what happens?
What happened?
His spots get raided.
Damn.
Prison where the homeboy is gets raided.
Damn.
Coincidence?
They don't think that has anything to do with me, right? Like I'm good.
You're the main guy right there, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
but is it my fault that this is getting touched? Like, am I in trouble?
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a crazy cliffhanger. Okay. Yo, that's crazy. Now they about to think. Now they're about to think he's the one that like baited them away from their place that they were trying to like protect or whatever.
become the problem. So they need somebody to blame.
GG's.
So we're still
You're
gonna
done.
go with it. We still have 3 to 5 days of filming, and now I'm just waiting. I'm getting a bit tense, to be honest. You know, you can act like a badass all you want, but when it gets time to clown and shit happens, this is the price of filming.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. One of the main rules is don't mention the cartel. On a scooter with the main boss. I'm on the way to buy candy for the kids with the cartel boss. This dude is insane. Can't believe he survived. Yeah, like, he literally broke hella rules that he already brought. Broke the rules and insulted authentic Mexican food they served him on day 1. How in the world did he survive? I'm stressed for him. There was literally only 3 rules and bro broke 2 of them in 1 sentence. I'm on the way to get kitty with the cartel boss. Cartel boss. 2 words he was told not to say. Am I bugging? Right. Like, dude, I mean, I see why they think your ass is a fed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. This was a good video though. I just wish he wasn't so fucking dumb. I don't know if he's gonna be able to even film the other days of this. So this came out 3 days ago. Hey man, I'm glad you're risking your life because we're not doing that shit. Yeah, so it came out 4 days ago. So we'll see. Whenever he drops the new one, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to support the channel. Drop a follow to the Twitch and the Kick. But until next time, guys, I'm out.